ending this! This is the end.
Alright everyone, JB here. We are back with another Dragon Ball Z video on the channel today. Now today, a little bit of a discussion video, really quick. I want to talk to you guys pretty much about the anniversary itself that is coming up pretty soon. Did a video like this last year, pretty similar, just kind of, giving my heads up that, hey, we're a couple months away. We should definitely be trying to save, some extra crystals to the side for the anniversary itself. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that really quick. Let me know personally down below, what do you guys think we're gonna get for the anniversary? What characters do you think are gonna come for part 1? Maybe part 2, or the part 3 Ultra. So currently right now we are in the Dragon Ball Daima campaign, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But with that being said, make sure if you're new around here, just leave a like on the video and join the channel, because it's very much appreciated. And if you found the video helpful or you enjoyed it, hey, drop a like down below. Like I said, I appreciate it. So first things first, really quick, before we talk about the anniversary itself, I kind of want to just mention this right now. At the time of me recording this, and by the time it's uploaded, the new unit that for the Legend Limited should be out. That's being revealed later today. So basically in the morning, in a couple hours. We do know that we're getting a 1% Sparky and Majin Doo. So me personally, I'm just gonna throw my thought out here. Based on what this looks like, they're not I don't think they're gonna drop a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And if they do, it's gonna be probably the mini version first. I think it's more, we're probably gonna see a LF Goma first, because they released the LF Super Saiyan Vegeta first. And as we all know, him and Goma, before Goku went Super Saiyan 4, they had like a one-on-one fight as well, basically all on the same area right here. So I think that's probably going to be a Goma for us for LF. I could be wrong, could be right, but anyway, let's go ahead and go get to talking about this anniversary. So last year anniversary was basically 2 months from now, on the 25th. Now it could be around that same time, because sometimes it can change. So I don't want to make a guarantee and say, hey, it's going to be on this exact date, but it should be around the 25th. So probably in that week right there, let's say between like the 23rd to the 28th, somewhere in that week. They could even start it out a little bit earlier, but when we're talking about the anniversary, the main reason why you want to start saving, just in general, because it's the anniversary. And looking at last year's lineup, we got both the fusion, the first time fusion mechanics in game, really hype, really good units. Part 2, Ultimate Gohan, God Goku. Unfortunately, God Goku wasn't the best. He is better now with his plat, but this guy, he aged pretty well. He was in the meta for a while, for some months. Same thing with Vegito. And then part 3, we did get Ultra Gogeta, I believe. Yeah, so Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So here's the thing, right? It's the best time to start saving. You see the lineup that we got last year, and the previous year, we got what? Goku and Frieza. We got who else? Orange Piccolo, the Yamas for the 5th anniversary. The lineups are insane. The characters are very good, and I can guarantee you that out of all those characters, there might just be one character that might not cut the line. Who isn't all that good. God Goku was pretty much that exception. The other characters lasted a while in the meta, and then it kind of got pushed out. So you kind of want to make sure that, overall, there's going to be some good value. There's going to be events, tons of rewards being given out, especially if you're a newer player. You want to be there for it. And if you're looking to kind of, start a new account, that is your best time to do it. Or you start now and just start doing story mode and some of the other, PvE events to kind of start stacking up those crystals, because trust me, there's 3 parts to the anniversary. Keep that in mind. So if you're a newer player, you never played, around the anniversary, there's 3 parts, and it's already hard enough to try to get some of these units. So you want to have as much crystals as you can, because most of the time they're gonna, when it comes to getting closer to the anniversary, they're gonna start limiting some of their crystals. They kind of started doing that last year and the previous year. They started limiting like the events that they put out and everything. Because if you look at the summons, right? So these are the summons for the part 1, both Vegito. But before that, like the following month or 2 before that, we did get a powerful opponent. I believe that was a campaign that we had. But we got Super Baby 2 in LF, and then we also had got Ultra Golden Frieza in that same month. And then after that, we got a form of a Saiyan Saga campaign where we got, you know, Nappa and Vegeta, basically Nappa that revives into Vegeta. So it wasn't the craziest, you know. I think we had got, no, we didn't get a 1% Sparking, so it was just them. But we did get them right here. You know, you see Mega Rising banners, they love to pop them up. You got this right here. Super 17 was one of those better units around that time when they were just going crazy. You know, he was going crazy for months and months, and until that anniversary came around, he really was still one of the top 10 units in the game, top 5. So it's crazy to see, because we know they're gonna drop a lot of bait banners. Now when it comes to Daima, right, I mentioned Daima a little bit. Now my best advice right now, you know, I want you guys to start saving, but if you see some banners that's coming out and they don't benefit, let's say like your main tag, so if we go right here really quick, let's just say, for example, your main tag that you're playing PvP, maybe it's like Sun Family, or maybe it's Vegeta Clan. Even though Vegeta Clan definitely has came a long way. They said this is your main tag, and they release some form of a new Vegeta, maybe a Super Saiyan God Vegeta. You're probably gonna want to summon on that banner, because if he's good, he's gonna benefit you on your main team. Now, if you're newer to the game, I suggest, you know, go light. Don't spend too many crystals. I would say do a couple rotations and then save the rest for the anniversary, because you're gonna get more value out the anniversary. Now, if you just simply want the characters that are getting released, go ahead and summon. Don't listen to me. This is just me giving my piece of advice, my peace of mind. You know, just kind of put that out there for some of the players that don't want to spend too much crystals, because you might be free to play, right? A lot of players are free to play because the game, you know, is expensive. It can be expensive when it comes to spending that money. So do keep that in mind. Like I said, for Daima, I feel like everyone should summon at least on this, you know, for the new LF character, because the new LF character is either Goma or it's going to be a Goku. Those are the 2 options right now. And if it isn't Goku, guess what? There's a good chance we're going to see him for the anniversary, and I'm hoping so. He might even be an Ultra for like the adult version. So I do suggest that everyone at least do a couple of rotations on this banner, right? It's a new series, you know. Rest in peace to, you know, Akira Toriyama. He was, you know, this was his last piece that he put out into the world for us, and I say let's all just enjoy it as a community. So everyone just go out there, you know, do a couple of rotations, go all in, whichever one you want to do, because we don't know when those banners are going to come back. It'll probably be after the anniversary. So yeah, but my suggestion is, you know, everyone just save. If you're new to the game, you definitely need to save. Start grinding the story mode, start grinding some PvE events. If you're mainly free to play, like I said, start saving. So if the teams, you know, those banners that are going to come out after this campaign, if they're not benefiting, you know, they're not benefiting you for your tag that you're trying to build around, don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me. Because when you get shafted, it's kind of hard to build all those crystals back up, especially if you're free to play. So that's just my piece of advice. And besides that, you know, I don't think there's anything else that I need to mention, really. Kind of went over everything that I wanted to talk about a little bit. I did talk about the events. There's going to be a ton of events. You know, I can't really, I mean, if you look at Aspired, they might have them up here, but if you're worried about it, you know, not being a ton of events during that, it's going to be a ton of events. I don't see them fumbling in this. There's going to be a ton of raids. They like to bring out a lot of these non-stop raids, a ton of Zenkai characters. That means a lot of crystals. Also, I'm hoping that they bring a whole bunch of the challenge battles. I think they did that last year. I can find one. It's somewhere on here, but yeah, they brought a lot of those out. There was challenge battles. Yeah, these right here with, you know, VB on there. They had like the little special stories. I hope they bring it out as well. There's also anniversary missions where you get like 4,000, 5,000 crystals from it. So trust me, there's gonna be plenty of crystals. But yeah, anniversary is about 2 months away. It's gonna be sometime in May. a little bit in the later half of May. Like I said, it's gonna be around that week between like the 23rd to the 28th. So just be on the lookout for that. Make sure you guys are spending wisely on your crystals. So with that being said, though, I hope this was a bit helpful for anybody out there that's trying to figure that out, what to do with that. With that being said, though, as always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.